Miss Budget Beauty has tagged me in this YouTube video called 10 Little Secrets. So she's answered the 10 questions and now I'm going to answer them. The first question is, what is the one product that makes you feel like $1 million? Well, my product that would make me feel like $1 million would be lipstick. I love wearing lipstick. It's something that I didn't used to wear so much when I was younger and I really like wearing now, and I think a certain colour and a certain shade can completely transform your mood. I was in MAC last week in Cardiff. I was buying a birthday present for a friend and I put on their amplified lipstick called Girl About Town, and when I was walking around afterwards I felt completely different. It was as though I just put on a pair of heels. It really can transform how I'm feeling. And I actually didn't even buy that lipstick, I bought a different one, but I must say lipstick is the one thing that can completely change how I'm feeling. If you're having a bit of a drab day and you don't feel very nice, it's nice just to put on a colour of lipstick that really suits you and makes you feel good. I love the Marcel Wonders 3 lipsticks that he brought out with Marks and Spencer's at Christmas. There was one called Jewel, one called Vamp and one called Damask. I'm wearing Damask now, but the other two are quite strong colours. Jewel is a berry colour and Vamp is a red colour. And I wore them all winter, and I really began to make it my feature to wear strong lipsticks every day, and I really enjoyed doing it. So that would definitely be the one product that makes me feel like $1 million. The second question is, what is your skincare secret or passed down beauty tip? Well, my mum wasn't really a huge beauty fan. She used E45 all her life. I didn't probably learn too many skincare tips from my mum, sorry mum if you watch this, when I was growing up, but I was sitting in my best friend Simon's mum Frances's garden when I was 13 or 14 years old, and she said to me, "Darling, can I give you one piece of advice for life?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Wear SPF every day. I wish I had." So from that day on, I've worn SPF. I always have. I always wear, I mean, back then I wore SPF 15 and now I'd wear something higher. But every day, summer or winter, I wear SPF. I think it's really important. And people sometimes think that it's only important to wear sunscreen in the summer when the sun's beating down, but UV rays get to our skin every single day. So I think it's really easy, especially these days. It wasn't so easy back then, but every moisturiser now, every moisturising range tends to have an option with SPF in it. So it's just an easy way in the mornings, if you just use a moisturiser with SPF in, even a foundation with SPF in, it's better than not using sunscreen. So that would be my one tip to everyone, every day SPF. The next question is, share your hair care secret. What is your hair care secret? Well, I was given this clip-in hairpiece by my friend Paolo, who works at Neville's salon, for my Christmas, and I love this. It can just completely transform my hair. I can wash my hair, sleep on it wet, wake up, and if I clip this in, it would look like I'd done a proper blow dry. And it's so easy. It's just got 3 clips. You just section your hair at the back, clip it in, back comb, just across where the clips would be, and that's just one easy way to transform your hair. The next question is, what is your biggest diet rule? My biggest diet rule would be not to cut out food groups, would be to pre-plan. So if I wanted to start a bit of a healthy eating food regime and I knew where I was going wrong and I was eating too many biscuits and too much sugar, I would write down everything that I wanted to eat the next day in advance, and I'd make sure that I got it from the supermarket. I think if you've actually got it in the house ready to go, it's so much easier to stick to. If I wake up and I don't have the right things in the house and I get hungry, I'll eat absolutely anything. Then I feel that the whole day's healthy eating is ruined, so I won't start till the next day, and then sometimes that can happen for a week on end. So I think pre-plan, and it's also a great idea to write everything down. Weirdly, talking about writing everything down, I had to do it for this article that I did in New Magazine this week. I actually did this a few weeks ago, but it's a day in the diet of, and I did it this week to talk about the play that I'm currently doing. For breakfast on this, I had natural yogurt with raw oats and grapes and a cup of tea, and apparently that was a good breakfast. So that's quite a balanced breakfast. For lunch, I had mozzarella, parma ham, tomatoes, bean sprouts and lettuce, with olive oil and balsamic vinegar, and I also had an apple and pear juice. Now, juice can contain more calories than we realise. It sounds really healthy, but actually if you look at the calorie content of some of the things that we eat, that's sometimes why it's a good idea to write it down, because there can be a lot more calories and things than we realise. My snack on this was crackers with tuna pate, And Ian said it's almost a perfect snack if I had added tomato in. So that's interesting. I don't particularly like tomato, but I do try and eat it a little bit more than I used to. And for dinner I had chicken in white wine sauce, white rice and loads of vegetables and 3 jammy dodgers. And obviously Ian told me I shouldn't have eaten the jammy dodgers, but it is interesting looking back and seeing what you can change and seeing where you can improve. But that was quite a good diet day for me. That was quite structured and regular, which is obviously why I chose to use it as my example piece. But I do find it a good idea. Also, what I find a good idea diet-wise is to have a few breakfasts that you know are healthy that you can choose from. So if you write down 7 breakfasts and you pick one of them, whatever you've got in and whatever you fancy, 7 lunches, snacks, dinners, and that way you can mix and match. When I was a teenager, I used to do Rosemary Connolly's diet, which was very much like that, and I enjoyed the kind of flexibility of it. But I'm not into anything too restrictive at all. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's healthy. And I just think if we could all learn, and I'm still struggling with it, to eat things in moderation, that would be ideal, but I'm not good at that myself. So the next question is, have I got any workout tips? Yes, my workout tip would be to try and arrange to work out with somebody else. I used to run around Virginia Water, where I grew up, Virginia Water Lake, with my friend Lewis and my friend Willem. And what was great was arranging to meet people, because if you've arranged to meet people, it's unlikely that you won't get up and go and meet them, because that's rude. And there wasn't a morning that we arranged to go that I didn't go. Whereas if I'd been going on my own and I woke up and I was tired, I wouldn't force myself to get up. I just don't have that much willpower. So if you've, my friend Leah and I used to go to classes together at Wentworth as well, circuit training classes. And again, if I'd arranged to meet Leah, I wouldn't not go. So it's great if you can find somebody to work out with. My other tip would be that anything is better than nothing. So when I'm in London and I'm in the underground, I'll always try and walk up the escalators rather than just standing there. Just generally keeping moving and being as active as you can. The next question is, what is your perfume secret weapon? My perfume that I wear every day and I absolutely love is Max Aquatic. It's such a fresh smell and I've worn it for years, and it pretty much is the perfume that I've stuck with. I once at one point had about 25 perfumes opened, and it's really nice to identify one that you love wearing and that you love smelling like, and you put it on and you feel really good. So Max Aquatic is kind of my signature scent. The other perfume that I wear at the moment is Hermes Eau de Marvels. Now I wear this one at work in the evening. It's a really, really rich scent, and I play a very wealthy woman in the play that I'm doing. So hopefully I smell very rich when I put it on every night and go on stage. The other perfume that I love very much is Molecule, that I get in Harvey Nichols, the 01 Molecule. A lot of people are wearing this now. It was quite undercover and unique a few years ago, and now everyone's kind of onto it. It smells different on everyone, and it's meant to attract people to you. So it probably is the best perfume to say would be my secret weapon, although lots of people are using it as their secret weapons now. The next question is, show us an item of clothing that always turns heads. Well, unfortunately, I'm not at home, so I don't really have many items to pick from. But the one item that I do have with me that I love is this dress by Gypsy 05. I got it in LA in October, and it's a long dress, really long dress, and it has this really nice bit that kicks out just under the bust there. And I belt it, I wear a cardigan with it, and a coat. The coat's hanging on the back of the chair over there with faux fur around the neck. So I make it kind of wintry. You can obviously wear it in the summer with sandals or flip-flops, but I really like making it a winter outfit. When I bought it in October in LA, I was really determined not to wait until next summer to wear it. So I'm glad that I found a winter combination for it to go with. I just put it on with the shoe, with the coat, with the cardigan, and really wrap up. But the only size they had left at the time was a large, and it's a tiny, tiny little bit. Well, maybe it's not too big for me, but I belt it anyway just to bring it in, but it hangs really nicely. So that would be the dress that I would get the most compliments on at the moment. I also just got these boots in Zara that I absolutely love. Just a really great colour, $29.99, such a bargain. The next question is, what is your most treasured piece of jewellery? Well, that's really easy. This necklace that I always wear, which has got an S on it, this gold disc with an S on it, my friend Ida gave this to me. India, Ida and I, two of my girlfriends, we all have this necklace. India had it originally, and then India and I bought one for Ida, and then Ida bought one for me for my birthday. So I've had this for years, so have the girls. We all love them. It's kind of our little thing. We've all got our own initials on them. And I never take this off. I sleep in it, I swim in it, I shower in it, and sometimes I even forget to take it off when I'm going on stage. So that's definitely the thing that I couldn't bear to lose. The next question is, who is your style crush? Well, I'm not so into fashion as I am into beauty, but the person who I really look at and admire and would always watch all of her films and love how she dresses is Michelle Williams. I love her. She's brilliant. That is more because I like her as an actress than how she looks, but she has got really cool style. The other person who I really like is Blake Lively, who is in Gossip Girl and other things too. She looks amazing in that show. They style her so well, but she's got one of those figures that everything's going to look good on. And day to day in life as well, I love how she dresses, but she is somebody who's very lucky and could pretty much wear anything by the looks of her. The last question is, tell us something we didn't know about you. This is quite difficult because there's obviously lots of things, I think. But one thing that came into my head, which came out last week to my castmates at the moment, I was in a restaurant with two of the boys, and one of them picked up a piece of tissue, like a napkin, and he had like grease on his hands because he'd eaten chips, and he began going like this with it. And I was trying to deep breathe and think, okay, he'll put it down in a minute, he'll put it down in a minute. And when he didn't put it down, I was like, please, can you put the tissue down? It really makes me shiver. So it's like nails down the chalkboard for me, tissue. I can pick up a tissue, but if I had any grease on my hands at all, it literally sends my body shaking. I hate it so much, especially the really cheap napkins with greasy fingers. It literally drives me crazy. And I don't know anybody else who dislikes napkins, so please let me know if you do. That is the end of 10 Little Secrets. Thank you so much to Miss Budget Beauty for tagging me in. I really enjoyed doing it. I think this was originally done by Beautycrush, but I'll do some more tag videos soon, I hope, because I really enjoyed doing that one. Hope you all have a lovely day.